And Berger is ahead at the first corner. The first falling right-hand corner. Gerhard Berger leads. Chops off Ayrton Senna, who has got Nigel Mansell right behind him. Mansell going for the inside. Prost is in fourth place. Martini, who qualified well, is still in fifth position. They have all got round that first vital turn together. And now they come uphill. Berger leads. Senna second. Mansell third. Prost fourth. Martini fifth. Patrese in sixth. Then it's Alex Cathy in seventh place. And Thierry Boutsen is eighth. And Berger is fairly streaking away.
Yes, Berger doing his, what we've now come to expect, his trademark, a storming opening, made a very good start, using that semi-automatic gearbox to good effect, as he's shown in several races this year, always being quick off the line.
You're looking now at Senna's car ahead of Nigel Mansell. Watch Mansell's fingers, if you can, underneath the steering wheel. They operate the rocking levers on the left and right of the steering wheel underneath the rim, which control the hydraulics of the semi-automatic gearbox. It has an electronic brain which blips the engine for the driver when he's changing down. And there you can see Alain Prost is inching up on Senna and Mansell, and now surely Mansell can go for it here. He's out from behind, and he's going through. Nigel Mansell up into second place. Ferrari first and second on lap 8 of the Portuguese Grand Prix, and already Mansell is starting to pull away from Senna. Gerhard Berger is consistently the fastest. His gap now between himself and Mansell is 7.7 seconds. Gerhard Berger completes lap 13. Now let's see what the gap is as Nigel Mansell approaches the finishing line and crosses it now. And it's 6.7 seconds. Mansell is lapping 0.6 of a second faster than Berger.
There's a huge gaggle of traffic in front of Berger, just ahead of him, and not that far ahead. We can see the back of them now, but we will see a gaggle. I didn't actually count them just then as I was looking out of the window from where we don't have a particularly good view, but it looked like at least half a dozen cars all battling away, and this isn't going to be easy for Gerhard to get through them. But remember, he's a charger in the Senna mode, and there is the gaggle. And it was about 6 cars too.
And the first one he has to take, with Mansell passing Arnoux and closing up definitely on Berger. The first one that Berger has to pass is Eddie Cheever in the Arrows, who is below 20th position, I can tell you that.
Yes, very frustrating for Berger, this, to get that bigger group in front of him. He might be able to do one of the cars on the straight, but of course they're helping each other with the toe. And look at the power of the Lamborghini engine. Berger and the Ferrari can do nothing about that. So Mansell goes onto his tail. And a chance for Mansell to challenge for the lead now with the help of the traffic.
On lap 20 out of 71, Berger has got to get past Alboreto and Pirro smartly here. He's passed Emanuele Pirro, so is Nigel Mansell behind him, and now Mansell and Berger in their Ferraris on lap 20 in the 71 lap race are absolutely together. You can see for yourselves, if Berger puts a wheel wrong, Mansell can grasp his opportunity, as he did in Hungary when he passed Senna, and he had to go there. He thought he would rattle Berger as Berger passes Michele Alboreto, and now the Austrian, Gerhard Berger in the Ferrari, has got a clearer track as Eddie Cheever tackles Michele Alboreto, who is now a lap behind the two flying Ferraris in one of the best Grand Prix we've had in 1989, and we're with Nigel Mansell. And now watch Berger in front as he comes up to Derek Warwick, and in front of Warwick I think is Nakajima. And now Mansell sees his opportunity. He's up alongside Gerhard Berger, and he's going through into the lead. He's on the inside, and that's Warwick passing Modena. And Mansell passes Warwick, and now Nigel Mansell leads on lap 23 of the Portuguese Grand Prix. Gerhard Berger passes Modena. Senna is closing up on all of them. What an absolutely fabulous scrap at the front.
Nigel might have rather cleverly boxed Berger in, but just before this, and Berger then couldn't come out because he would have driven into Mansell, couldn't go left because of the grass, and in fact he didn't get past anybody.
But Gerhard Berger is certainly not giving up as Mansell crosses the line to complete his 29th lap. The gap between him and Berger is down to 1.6 seconds. Berger lapping marginally faster. Senna is lapping faster than both of them. 1 minute 20.6 for Senna, 1 minute 20.9 for Mansel, 1 minute 20.7 for Berger. And Berger looks as though he's going into the pits. Indeed he is. On lap 35, Gerhard Berger goes into the pits and Ayrton Senna goes up into second place. So one of the Ferraris has stopped, one of the McLarens has stopped. Let's look at the time. 8 seconds would be a good time. And the Ferrari is away in 6.8 seconds. That has to be one of the fastest 4 tyres and wheel stops I have ever seen in a Grand Prix. A superlatively good time. It's delayed Gerhard Berger the absolute minimum. We know Prost started going faster after he was on fresh rubber. Gerhard Berger will do exactly the same thing. And now Senna goes into the pits and Mansell stays out. Riding with Nigel Mansell, Ayrton Senna, the second of the 2 McLarens, comes into the pits, and there's Ron Dennis out with the board, and it looks to me as though this is Mansell's stop. He's coming into the pit lane now, and he leads. Now I'm going to be watching very carefully to see if Martini goes by before Mansell comes out, in which case the Italian will be in the lead.
Yes, and Thierry Boutsen has put up a new fastest lap for the race on fresh tyres, and there's confusion now. Mansell's missed his pit. This is a disaster for Nigel Mansell. And that is very strange. That is theoretically driver error, but I think the McLaren team weren't giving him a very good sight of his marks, because you come on to marks, so that really is a disastrously long stop for Mansell.
Nigel Mansell back into the race after that botched pit stop. It's cost him over 20 seconds, and he could be as low as 4.
And Mansell breaks the lap record on that lap, his first clear lap without traffic on his own after his tyre stop on the fresh rubber. But I think there's no doubt that Mansell is the fastest man on the circuit. When he's got a clear circuit, he's now climbing all over the back of Ayrton Senna. It'd be really nice to see it from Mansell's camera just right beside his head. So it's very close to being his view. Having a look. It's only a short dab on the brake there, not really room to get in position. Down the hill, hard on the brakes. The right-hander.
This is lap 46, and there is no doubt about the fact that Nigel Mansell can get past, or is there? Because Senna is easing away again.
Well, these last 2 corners where Nigel's got to get very close, so he's close on to the final start-finish race, and we've got a black flag. But we'd rather be watching the back of Senna's car from that of Nigel Mansell, and to whom is that being held? Black flag and a number. We need to see the number. Black flag with a number held up means that that person who owns that number has to come into the pit. Yeah, we do think that's a 27 on the board, so now I'm quite sure Mansell will ignore that and be told to by Ferrari until such time as it can be sorted out. And Eccleston will be up there remonstrating, and they're waving it hard to Mansell, who will claim he can't see it because he's looking at right up Senna's wing.
And Mansell is trying to go through, goes off, both of them. Senna and Mansell, and Senna's out of the race. His right rear wheel is cocking right up in the air. And so that's the answer for Nigel Mansell. He was right to stay out. Now Berger is away on his own now. And Senna again. Let's see if this replay. Here it is.
And Mansell, a very desperate attempt, but he's got to see the black flag as well. Senna, I think Mansell was alongside him. Senna, without any doubt, caused that. Mine like it again, but Senna just need to move in when Mansell was filling the road inside him.
As soon as the Portuguese Grand Prix finished, the stewards of the meeting assembled to consider Nigel Mansell's botched pit stop and his reversing back along the pit lane, which is against the rules. Their decision is bound to cause a political uproar. It is that Nigel Mansell and Ferrari should jointly be fined $50,000 and that the governing body of the sport should consider excluding Mansell from a future Grand Prix. Needless to say, it's the talk of Portugal.